No, he gonna run that all again. You gonna allow him to run that all again, okay?
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Run that shit all game, coach.
It's Walker on the option. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get you a manageable third down. But instead, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Trying to throw here out of the gun.
We had it, but the dude just fucking.
Trying again, following the set.
Come on, Kenneth.
Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
What?
Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Let's go. Every time I do something good, this nigga network be fucking up.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The connection to your pair has been lost. Yeah, you gotta give me ball back on a 5. Zyla, no. Go right now. Go. Yeah, I need that ball back though. Mm-hmm. Next thing on, yeah. You can, I got it on stream too, so I don't know what he doing. Cause the game right or searching. I done sent the invite already. Been sitting there for a minute. Need that ball back, dog. Game. You take it. Arizona had lost to SMU and then be taken back to. Oh man, how was your trip in DR? They kidnapped you out there?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions.
Need that ball back, though, again.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Anthony Gould now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
So I guess he don't want to give me the ball back. Weird.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And his network still fucking up. No, they say your opponent is experiencing network issue. Yep, the connection to your pair has them off. I ain't got all day, and he can't even play. I got you right at the finish, Sharon. No, I need my lick back, man. I need my lick back. Let's stay right here to see what you got to say first. Free agents that's still available: Von Miller, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Matthew Judon, Stephon Gilmore, Justin Simmons, Alphonse Samuel Jr., Zadarius Smith, Gabe Davis, Razul Douglas, Javion Clowney. Javion Clowney wouldn't be a bad pickup for the Eagles. Or Zadarius. Yeah, Ace Bailey gonna be one of them. Ace Bailey. He is a fucking bucket.
For the trade, like really hard. And just to the how things went in Philly, like I knew pretty early on that it wasn't a fit. But like being a signing, to like being undrafted and going and getting that contract and being in Philly, like the expectations are at an all-time high. So I knew a trade wasn't gonna happen during the season. I just kind of like talking to Ace about. I was like, yeah.
Man, it's such a soft ass up, Bryce.
Just to put myself in the best position
Yeah.
I don't want to get into specifics, but being in the league for five years last year, going into my sixth right now, but being in the league for like for me to be, I mean, honestly.
That nigga soft as fuck. Yeah, I don't even think he playing no more. Getting lagged out. Didn't get back on. What did you say? He said they're gonna turn everything off. The best for me. Can't see playoffs yet. What weekend? 10 going to week 11. The playoffs right now. Teams that's in the playoffs with the number one seed is the Eagles, Vikings, Carolina, and you. That's what in you. They all got Carolina definitely got the number one seed right now. Nobody beat them. I think I'm the only team to beat Minnesota. I think I played them. No, I didn't play. What you say? If the person do it to me, I should be able to do it back. I'm that shit happen in playoffs. I'm doing it. Like especially now that I know you can run back to back plays down in the red zone. I don't know, but as soon as they get into like the 10 of 8, I'm running it. So Anthony Richardson and AJ Dawson go target. I know it's a lot of more active people than in the league when it first started, and a lot of more competitive people. So the Browns 7-3, and the Steelers 2-7. What's the matter? Come on, Brown. What Bella doing? You want me to smack her? Hmm? We about to try this again. I actually wanna play the game. I don't even want to first one. I feel like my team playing retired as hell after first one. Bella, give me a peanut butter and jelly. You can eat some of your candy too. I don't know. I don't know where D at though.
2002, there's a look inside
He should have already been here.
here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford
No, I
Field.
get ball first. This some
And this
bullshit.
opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
I didn't say nothing yet. That's yet. Thank you. I'm bored something else. Well, I thought about it last night.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And my chip.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's brought down.
How much you here for?
12 first down Seahawks. And early on, they're picking
That would have been nice right now.
last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. There to knock it away was Brian Branch. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5
that's
rushing
insane.
attack. And even if they have early success against
You
them,
put another one in?
remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Send it to me.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball.
Yeah, I could use a little 500, 200, 300.
Down for a win in the defense's column.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they're going to mark him down.
If he never did that spin shit, that was a first down. I had it, bro. I was going to score the first fucking drive. I should go for it. No.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right.
Right, you could do one fake though, like a fake punt.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, he stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Oh, that peanut butter jelly sandwich is good as hell. That's what you get. Give me that shit. That shit.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going
nothing.
fast.
I just made him fumble on the kickoff.
You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Oh, now his stick been booming.
Now as they kick it away.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts.
What's up, bro?
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Do you know how to make the route shorter and smaller?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yes, you can.
A great effort there. Good touchdown number 8 on the
Yeah, I watch Carter do it all the time. I did never ask.
Strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
They tell you on there too, like smart route, and you click on the person.
Kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
17.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Let's go, Humphrey.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
No.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He dropped it. Come on, Buffet.
Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, my God. I knew I should have let him. No, he swatted it down. I know he wanted to pick, but he swatted it down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right.
What's the score over there?
And the route is on here in this first half.
You up? What's his record?
Now as they will send this one away.
Man. He muted that dog too.
Willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate.
My team need that sack too because they barely get that.
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important.
No problem. Pick 6.
Here's another one intercepted, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
McCollum got 2.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Like the chicken noodle soup.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Bro, it's only the first, and I got 31 points, bro.
Back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams abandon the playbook and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, did. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's the game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But with the score where it is, Bears, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They run with Neal. Fights loose. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But
Why your hands blue?
That was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Hey, we be at the way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The Charles, they're
That
really
my dog.
possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He's able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to
Yeah, make her some french fries.
on EA Sports.
Make her some french fries.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
They'll make her some french fries.
With a 1st and 10.
She can have some, but they'll make her some french fries.
A gear for Walker running right. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them.
Huh?
The air fryer is dirty.
Put it in the microwave.
2nd and 13. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here.
If I throw one more touchdown, I'll start running the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the
Just
field.
38-7, second quarter.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep.
He didn't ever continue to run.
Powerful running.
He didn't even continue to run. He stopped and they was going to get 50 away, but.
At their own 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team.
You didn't know where he was going. Stop lying.
Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, got a touchdown. But, boy, he's playing really well.
Oh my God, just hold them. That was the perfect play, bro.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting
I like this. I like this.
Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They run again with Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the back.
Bro, the ball hung for so long, bro. Damn. He just had the ball hanging in the air. The fuck? I was like, is this shit gonna ever come down?
It's gonna be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
So you got him on him?
Play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta cook Bobby.
In the passing game.
Yeah. You gonna make it again?
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go.
He's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all his receivers downfield.
Now 2nd and 10. Set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the ball. He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Even though you can't no huddle that many times, but I get it. You're losing.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
38-7.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Able to push his way through, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they do there.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 27 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's on full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
They would have blocked. We had a fucking touchdown the other play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Damn, bro.
Everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just
I'm literally watching this dude fold in the making.
So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your
Morrow said his arm here. It's time to bench him.
continue to lead.
Trying the left side with Walker.
Yeah, okay.
Taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up a throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Arrow, if you completed the first pass, none of this, we wouldn't even be right here again.
A loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
50, 90 years.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is one.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That offensive lineman fast as fuck.
Terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety.
He is somewhere down here right there.
He's going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football.
And don't touch my $2 because I know you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Use a damn lie. Everything. Yes, you do. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. No. No.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till
You be saying $15, $20 in my wallet. Take that shit right out.
Because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work.
Then he throw a fucking click, bro.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let it get it back, McCollum. That's 4 interceptions.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive.
Zyla!
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 36 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the round is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. A hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Neal. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 5. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about
Javon, your game over?
As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley.
Dark Vaughn. This little girl just ain't here crying for no reason. I never saw nothing like it. Your game over?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him
You sent it to me?
up to the 33.
Until you think of the mirror, guys, I'm trying to take you out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Gave her food. She threw that all over the floor. Gave her a baba. Drank her a bottle. She got to get off her bottle and still keep screaming.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
My offensive line just let go of everything.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice
Like
play.
everything.
This team is fired up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league,
I knew it was cover 2, too.
that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball down.
When your offensive line don't block nobody, what you expect to happen?
Fit that one into, in this case, unsuccessfully.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will.
I don't like that, how they just took all my shit away. The pass was on fault, too. Hmm?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they felt the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Got a high inches punch.
So after the
Too rushy.
incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain
Go,
on
Glenn.
the play.
But great tackle.
As a defense, you're
No busy bat.
keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Hurts going to move him around. Now this time he'll look to throw.
That was a pick.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Let's go.
He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tui Pelotu with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
There's a good fucking set.
56 yards out. And his kick is good.
24-45. Yeah, I guarantee you got more sacks than me.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game?
Dude, when you play me, they're going to be all in the backfield.
It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points.
I don't finally saw this nigga Walker break something.
Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 70 yards.
You see, he showed that time.
Opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
But I'll take cover 6 this time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go. Miles motherfucking Murphy.
Miles Murphy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
No, Rook.
That's going to be knocked away.
Huh? Why you bet that down?
I know conventional wisdom says
Why you bet that down, huh?
Back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Neal. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Bro, I knew the out route was coming. I just didn't know the who. I saw the cut so late. We was on it, though.
And the drive stays in motion.
On my soul, we was on that.
Pick up on fourth. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Neal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
I was coming back to kick that shit off.
They've got another first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at this
And everything in the route tree. Time to restart. On the defensive side, I ran everything. It's up a couple more minutes.
Second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Hurts. That's hauled in by
I was trying to come across the fucking middle and it made me switch off.
Again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
He on a 9, so I can run back-to-back plays, right?
Long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Bro, that should have been a pick with this phone. You should have picked that with E. That should have been going back to the house. Maybe I traded the wrong corner.
Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. In this case, took a big shot and found his guy downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'll cut you clock in the 4th, right?
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Quick hitter, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger. and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll let the QB keeper here off the option. And holding it.
So if I would have handed it off, you would have knew where that was going to, huh? Fucking game.
4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
That makes sense. He's probably
Not done.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is
I really think you like me, low key.
that flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
You good. You're super good. You're super good. No, I'm just now finding out how super gay you are.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to
This nigga Milrow missed everything but the kitchen sink.
now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
Just had a 1st down, seal the fucking game.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for Detroit.
So just being lit up, he had all that time to throw it down there. That's what's up. My bad, Miles Murphy. I just thought you'd be able to get in there right there. That was my fault, though. I set you up, Miles Murphy.
So from Seahawks,
Never again, Mr. Miles. Never again.
at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Neal. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts.
I mean, if I could move,
Finds his man complete.
y'all got my dude just stutter stepping. I'm watching the nigga come out the backfield.
First down there on a pick up the 25. A 3-score game here.
I'm my man game.
Probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
That's all they doing, 2K.
A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything that
I know.
a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that
Nah, that shit don't work like that.
That's still a benefit to this squad.
Especially not in 2K.
4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
You definitely don't want him. If he's talking about the right big man, you definitely don't want him.
Now a toss play. It's Neal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Oh, so you picked up play. Damn.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Lions are going to have it first and goal.
So you just gonna stand there.
Into the end zone, touchdown Detroit. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Why you outside? I can't hear nothing you saying. We have to know someone. Alright. How much money you got left? How much did they charge you? So what you got, $24 left? Yeah. Let me get that. You don't need that. I'm joking, Keith.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you know, they're still very
You give me a
much in the
second.
driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk
No,
about
she left.
defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, because they just gave up a score. And as you know, they need to get that crispness back from the first half.
It was already unlocked.
Drive here.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit.
Man, how many times you gonna throw back-to-back blitzes?
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man, Thornton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Bro, what? Hey, bro. Nigga threw it right to me. Right to me. My dude over jumped the route and he still catch it. If that's not some bullshit, I don't know what is. 38-59.
So how about that for a chain mover?
Oh, I need all the stats I could get.
40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts completing this one quickly. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Neal. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
You're supposed to blow that up, Maffe.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Maffe court picks for me all year. This one game, you just like, nah. Fuck you and your picks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Throw to St. Brown.
I can see.
Left side. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. With that last completion, CDs now
give him that money. You don't know how to.
Quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary.
We knew that was coming.
By their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The Lions quickly
knew that was coming.
The last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over,
He can't run right here, so everything about to be low and short.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and goal. Hurts toward the
Good job, because how he let you get that, the world may never know.
Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
How you don't keep running? I told you stay outside. You just stopped, Zach. Like, what did you stop him for? That would have been your 6th pick on the day.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it's
he just stopped. What you stopping for? Maffe right there.
Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive.
I already told you to break out. I already said play the outside.
If you have that 1 to 5
you do fucking opposite.
And even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like
how a rookie run straight outside, but your ass just shuffle the entire time, shuffle. This the type shit you can't make up, bro. There's just shuffling along the line, just shuffling. Just shuffling.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
That'd be the type of shit right there that lose us games.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be
all these blockers on this side, and nobody pushed to the outside.
A lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a
Huh? Yeah. Hmm? Right in front of me. I'm gonna go get it. Take the $2 on my thing. What be wrong with people, bro? This nigga is a goofball. Bro, you had to pass the ball. Of course you won't have 426 passing yards. You was down the entire game.
Smiley face emoji may not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. I had zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how I profited, skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running nothing speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I saw white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If she could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti me, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got trees. The whole world, cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that. Why? But you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brass. They can off. Them and you off. You too, Paul. Got two. Biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me. Caught sleeping, see the pig napping. Never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like
And what's my running back name? Why can I think of his fucking name? Walker.
bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here for the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8. And you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. Just like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. This all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary. Open them wide. Unstoppable with a few. We can't arrange that. Dropping out of the blue. You know what? All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take.
Both of my rookies had 2 touchdowns. That was super good.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun and kick, get out of pot. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping fun. Legendary. Open the wide. Sounding like unstoppable with a few. We can't arrange that. Dropping out of the blue. You know what I'm at. All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Yeah, Namiro got 2,000. 22 passing yards. Probably just been passing from the beginning, but he was playing so ass. Couldn't even pass the ball the way I wanted to. You talking about something he was coming back on me. If I would have never had that first quarter explosion. So he got us. I had to stop scoring the ball in the second quarter. I don't think he was coming back on. What's himself?